That shit with me. Ask the question that you willing to answer. Don't come over here telling me what to do on my goddamn show. Did you hear me? Unmute yourself. Oh, fuck you think you talking to? Talk to your kids that way. Don't come over here telling me what to do. Smell like you smoke a fucking pack and a half of cigarettes a day. Tell you what, leave my channel. Don't come back. It's not the place for you. I don't deal with old women that try to tell men what to do. You had your life, ma'am. You're 54. Your husband's still out there. You should be on this right now. You should be over there changing the diaper or doing some shit like that instead of coming over here trying to tell me what to do. You can't even work a goddamn computer. The fucking nerve of you.
Oh my god.
Don't y'all grow up to be like this?
Introduce myself as Black Phil. I want to be. This is a name I'm embodying. So, I'm Black Phil. You give your names.
Shit. I don't know yet.
Okay, then.
Hey, look, it's hard.
I can go.
Oh no, yeah, that's fine.
Oh yeah, we can come up with names later. I'll just go by Cassie at this point. Like, hey guys, I'm Cassie. What's
Okay.
up? Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that's fine. Black Phil is more of a calling. It just kind of happened.
Yeah.
I thought Father Boogaloo was too.
Yeah, that too. But like, you gotta have multiple, and I think Black Phil is more accurate for where I'm at now in life.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, we're gonna talk about a lot of things tonight. We're gonna really be getting into some intense conversations about why some women are finding it harder to marry, why some men are what they are considered to be high value, and we'll find out that a lot of people are living in a false truth, to be honest. I think we'll see this clip where they'll say, like, a lot of us society has gotten very PC, you know?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I think it's fine, but like, we've kind of began to lie to ourselves about where we are and what we are doing. And we'll see a lot of that in these videos because this dude is going to break it down real. He's going to be cold, hard, honest to these women and these men. He talks to both men and women, but he's not dumb. He knows what he's talking about. And there's prime examples that'll come up and it'll be really fun. But that's going to be later. Before we watch that, I want to ask you guys about Elon Musk and buying Twitter. He is, he's a billionaire. So
yeah.
What do you guys think?
Didn't he
about
get sued
Twitter?
for $1 billion though?
Didn't he get what?
Didn't he just get sued for $1 billion because he broke the contract already?
I don't know about that.
He did. He did. There was this thing going around that basically when you buy, like, especially a social media platform, you can't talk shit about it. And he did. And every time that he does it, he would get sued for $1 billion.
Oh. Well, that's Elon Musk for you, Like,
hey, I mean, he got the money, so shit.
Exactly. He has like he has over that. That's like $1 in his pocket,
Shit, I wish that was $1 in my pocket.
I'm saying, like, I think, it's funny because this is the issue. Me and my friends, we were talking about this and we got into a debate about it. And he was like, why is he buying Twitter? Like, but why? He's the richest man in the world. Why would he buy Twitter?
Multi-billion-dollar man.
Didn't he say he wanted to like bring back free speech on the platform?
Yeah.
As he lost it within the first week.
He put his Tesla stocks or whatever, his like share in it on stake for Twitter, for his Twitter buy. So like if the stock goes down, then
he broke.
Yeah, he broke. So I don't know why he would do that. Why would he buy Twitter? Maybe it's just a
Hey,
little.
maybe he saw some investment.
That's what I
I don't
think.
know.
At the end of the day, like,
It's
Yeah.
Twitter.
right?
Everybody's gonna use
Someone's on
Twitter.
it.
It's not like it's
Yeah.
Tumblr.
That's exactly. You know, that's
It's
funny.
not like
That's
it's
literally what
Tumblr.
I said. Like, you gotta
Y'all
like.
know what happened.
He was like, but what if he, like, this is the same guy who, I'm not gonna out my friend who said this, but he was like, what? This is the same guy who made a tweet about McDonald's and buying McDonald's to fix all their ice cream machines. And I'm like, yeah, that's funny.
Still don't work.
Yeah.
But I'm like, he's like, but they could do it. He could actually do it. I'm like, yeah. I mean, yeah, he's the richest man in the world, and he could if he really wanted to. That's why the joke is funny. Like, I don't want to explain it to you, dude, but that's just Twitter meme. That's normie culture. Like, it's not like it's crazy for him to post that. And so we got into this debate and argument about what Elon Musk should be allowed to post on his Twitter. And I'm like, okay, so you're telling me if he wants to make a joke, he has to go and make a whole private fake account? That's ridiculous.
Exactly. No one's gonna see it. It's gonna be a joke.
Right. He ain't gonna get no views.
Right. Like, he's Elon Musk and he's the richest person in the world. That doesn't mean he's not allowed to make a joke at the expense of his
Right.
wealth, you know?
Yeah.
Like, he's like, but it should matter. And I'm like, I don't think it should, because at that point, right, like, just because he has a lot of money means he's not allowed to have a sense of humor? Like,
Right. Because then, shit.
You know?
It's not funny, you know?
Right. Only poor
just-
people can be funny.
yeah, like, I'm like, you can't view him that way. So I had to, like, we spent a good like 40 minutes, hour arguing about this, and I had to break down, like, get to the meat of what he was trying to say. And at the end of the day, he was really trying to say, like, well, he doesn't like Elon Musk as a person, for one. And I think what it was for him, he's like, I think he envisions the richest man in the world is a different man than the person that Elon Musk represents, right? And I'm like, that's fine if you believe that.
Yeah.
But Elon Musk is a culture meme right now. Like, you know, like, no one takes him seriously. Like, at least in the sense of, I don't think he's buying Twitter to one day take over our minds. You
Right.
know?
Yeah.
Like,
He could give two shits about what we think.
right, I'm pretty sure on the surface, he just bought Twitter because it's a place that he knows everybody is using. It's only going to
Right.
grow in worth, and it's probably just a good investment. Like,
Of course.
he's a money maker. Like, what do you think he just became the richest man in the world just by not doing anything?
Fucking memeing is
I
way
wish.
Right. So I was like, that's crazy. Like, I just was so confused on what we were arguing about for the whole time. Because I'm like, I get if you don't like the man, but saying he can't make a joke is
That's too
ridiculous.
far.
Like, where's the line? If you were the richest man in the world, then that means you can no longer make jokes. And he's like, okay.
Nah,
I'm like, you
funny
wouldn't
as
be
hell.
okay with that. Like,
Yeah.
you got to be a better person. And then, so this led, we resolved it and we finished talking. But then I found this clip on believe it or not, Abba and Preach, and they posted this clip this exact morning,
Oh dang.
saying,
damn.
and I was so
They
pissed.
knew something.
I was so pissed because I saw that they had posted like 4 videos that morning, and I didn't look at the top video. I only looked at the one below it. And above, and this is the video. It said Elon Musk bought Twitter. Doesn't matter. They talked about exactly what we were arguing about that same night. And I was like,
Wow.
missed opportunity.
For real?
Like, and it's when I just look at what they talk about, and this shit is gonna sound damn near exactly like what we were saying, what I was getting to him. My thought was either it's an investment, or, you know, we probably won't care and we'll probably just see what happens.
Right.
Like, it's Elon Musk, who knows?
He
So-
might sell it tomorrow. Shit.
Exactly.
Okay, so today's topic.
That shit's funny to me, though.
The flamethrower man has bought Twitter. You excited?
Flamethrower man.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
No. Are you?
I don't use Twitter, so I didn't give a shit when I heard the news.
I don't use Twitter either.
But I had to take myself out of the situation and understand what it means for society as a whole.
What does it mean?
This is what I've come to the conclusion.
Go ahead.
Think about this. Twitter's a garbage platform.
Okay.
That being said, when it comes to
Damn.
That's exactly what I
the
said.
combos, I'm getting in that fresh mode, okay? This is what I realized.
Okay.
Okay? Facebook's a trash platform.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Instagram is becoming trash platform.
That's exactly what my
YouTube's
manager
got
said
its
today.
issues. It's gotten better recently, but
It
it was
is.
really bad before.
Twitter.
Because
And
of
what
Reels.
people I think are really upset by more than anything, aside from like the bad moderation, the double standards on the rules, the bullshit, right? Is that they're tired of these goobers making all the rules.
Yeah.
And so when they see Elon Musk, who's against these rules, and he's just taking over,
Yeah.
he didn't negotiate. He didn't say, well, I'll give you this, I'll give you that. He said, bitch, I'm buying it, and I plan on changing it. People's desire to have some fucking freedom and normalcy in the world has been finally met. Even me, I don't give a fuck about Twitter. I heard this and I'm like, nigga, get him.
So my
Man,
Twitter's-
I'd love to see a fellow
I'm about to
autistic
reactivate-
brother
I'm about to-
buy some shit.
I'm about to reactivate my Twitter. Is that what you're saying?
If you want. I still think Twitter's garbage.
And you know, like when I tell you these are the exact words that everybody that I know who's just a general person said, it's exactly what they said. And that's
Honestly,
crazy.
social media sucks now.
Yeah.
It does. It's boring.
It's a trash. Social media is very toxic, and it for a lot of people it could be,
Yeah.
you know. And I mean, from what that's what I was like when I heard him buying Twitter. I swear it was because he said he wanted to fix something about the freedom of speech or
Yeah.
something on there or whatever.
Oh yeah, because you can't say a lot of things.
No,
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, it sounds like he got
Crazy.
sued anyway, so right? But like the point is, we don't know what he's gonna do, right? Like he's Elon Musk, dude. Like I don't
Man's
know.
gonna do what he wants.
Like this is a man who made the Cybertruck. You know, like I don't know.
I forgot about that. That's true.
Mhm.
Unpredictable.
So it's like you can't discount someone
Either
just because you
way.
don't like them that they're gonna just automatically. Like I even told him today. I thought about it. I was like, you know, we don't question that Jeff Bezos owns Amazon, do we? Because he
No.
started that
Amazon
himself.
sucks.
But if he went and bought Amazon today, you know, would it matter?
No, not really.
Exactly. And I'm like, Elon Musk is the same thing. It's just that he bought a company that he didn't own before. Microsoft bought Bungie, I think, or some shit, you know, or no,
Yeah.
place, whatever. You know, gaming companies do this type of thing all the time. Is the point? And it's a big deal, you know, in the gaming community. But no one's ever like, it's always an exciting thing because they don't know what's gonna happen,
Right.
you know. And I think this is the same thing. Like, oh shit, Elon Musk just bought Twitter. Okay,
Maybe it's gonna be better.
maybe
We'll see.
like it's already
Maybe
bad.
that's hope.
Like,
Yeah.
what?
Twitter is actually not a place unless you go there for drama or porn. That's about that's all you're gonna really get.
There you go. There you go.
So,
Or if you're in a fan base, either one.
Yeah.
fan bases are dying on Twitter.
Okay, bro. That may be on your end, not on mine.
It's only one fan base that won't die, and we all know that. That's it.
Fair.
But
Why everybody goes
it's
to
kind
Reddit.
of like Amber Heard and Johnny Depp.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
I just
not
want
that.
to see all these Hollywood
Oh
execs
my god.
see a guillotine and somebody take over
Mm.
who actually has some sense.
Yeah.
Right? You guys banned Johnny Depp from the whole movie scene. Turns out the woman was the
Oh,
one doing
yeah.
all the hitting and the punching.
Mhm.
She gets to star in Aquaman and go up and do all the
Yeah.
ads. Like, I wish there was normal people who'd be like, actually, she's the one who's in the wrong. Let's get rid of this PC bullshit where women are always right, and let's actually get the person who's wrong, irrespective of gender. Just want some normal shit. Where we're not sold woke garbage, where we're not sold like diversity hires for no fucking reason, right? I think people are just tired. That's what it comes down to when I see this stuff. Maybe you feel differently. Maybe for you guys, this is like specifically free speech. I don't know. Leave us in the comments below. But that's how I interpreted a lot of the fervor around this. Hey,
Ridiculous.
listen,
It's
You're about
Twitter.
to quit.
go suck Dave's
Right.
dick, okay? Because you're not.
What was you
doing
doing on
nothing
Twitter
stupid.
anyway?
Exactly.
Okay. Nah.
What do you like? That's the other thing I wanted to ask my friend. I was like, what do you got on Twitter, dude? Like, what are you worried about? Like, you think this is gonna end the world or something that he bought? I don't.
For real.
like-
Bookmarks revealed.
Like, god damn. Let me see, is there
You
anything
have a
else in
hidden
this?
plan?
Like, I don't think it's that deep at all. This man is trying to go to Mars. Like, shit, he probably just trying to make sure his shit is still good to go when he go. Like, can still send tweets out. Like, I would too.
Yeah. Like, you see this over here, man? Y'all see this?
Man,
Shit.
an asteroid just hit Earth. LOL. Oh my god, that's gonna be a meme in like in a few years. In like few hundred years,
Real
guaranteed,
positive thing for
guaranteed.
us as well.
Then that's the thing. And I'm not on Twitter. I'm not profiting off Twitter. That's why I'm like maybe a little bit disinterested and not informed.
Right.
So that's why it's hard for me to comment on it. I have no knowledge of how it's run, how it's done, how to use it.
That's what I'm saying.
So if it if in the long run it helps me, yay! Take over YouTube too. Do you?
It's not about whether you take
Like if Elon Musk bought YouTube, then I'd be like, okay, I'm very curious now. You
What you
know,
gonna do, man?
because that's interesting. That affects me at least a little bit, but
It affects a lot of people,
Right.
regard.
Yeah.
but Twitter, man, let's just see what happens. This shit is funny. Like it's Twitter. I wouldn't be
Right.
surprised
It's
he
gonna
just
be the
puts
next Tumblr.
right. He just puts a bunch of memes of his face everywhere or some shit. I don't know. Like I really don't know.
Yeah,
He's
I mean, the meme is going about him now, about with the whole Amber Heard, so he already a meme regard.
yeah. So like.
Oh my god, yeah, it's true. Anyway.
But that's pretty much the take on Twitter. Like, that's the whole video. Is they don't, that's after I saw this, I was like, well, that I now know I'm not crazy.
Yeah, no, we would have agreed with you too.
Right. Like that's why I think it's funny because me and my friend we get into arguments like all the time about stuff. All the time.
At least that's good though, because y'all have your own opinions.
We do, but his are just not good enough. Yeah, like like because I told him like I tried to recommend him some shows, to watch that I think he would really enjoy watching, and me and him like a lot of the same stuff. We just saw The Northman. That movie slaps. God tier of a movie. Everybody needs to see it. Well, not everybody, but like if you love killing people, Vikings,
shit,
or even if you don't, I think the story it's a very classic. It's like he gave a good example. He was like, it's like The Lion King almost.
Not The Lion King,
but it's really good. It's so good. It's so good. So I don't think it's. I think we debate mainly because he has a lack of trying
Culture?
new things sometimes.
He likes his bubble.
Yeah, he likes his bubble,
comfort zone,
which is okay. But like
for a while.
Yeah. And I'm like, I think it's cool. I think it's all right. Like, cause he does step into new things when he wants, but like, anyway, he pisses me off.
You're fine.
Yeah. But anyway, Elon Musk is a high value man, I would say, to a degree.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think so. I would say so. I think.
Well, probably that 1%.
Yeah, I mean, considering he's just not just the richest man in the world, but he does have a lot of factors that play into what makes a high value man, and that's what we're here to talk about.
What makes a high value man? Yeah.
So Kevin Samuels here. Kevin Samuels is a man here who he has a YouTube channel and he gives a lot of advice and consult to men and women about marriage, about dating, about I'm assuming like about making money, about business opportunities. I don't know everything that's on his channel. I'm still fairly looking into it. What I've been looking at more specifically is this idea of a high value man, how about women who want to marry this type of man, not realizing what they're worth, and just kind of those type of things versus like what everything on. He does a lot on his channel, so I say check him out in your free time because his videos are really long, somewhat 3 hours long. But we're only gonna look at one that's that long, and it's not this one. This one just says something at the end that is probably the best introduction into what the issue is that we have. So this is the end of a 2-hour thing that he did, and he talked to a bunch of people asking them why they want a high value man. He talks about if you qualify for one, and tells people whether they do or don't. It's a really funny video in that he really does tell these people what it takes for them to become. So I suggest you take the time to look at the whole thing, just to know the context of how we get to here. And And just because it's really interesting, because some of the people, they make a lot of money, some of these guys himself. If you notice the variety of things in his background, it tells me this is a man of well status, power, and knows what he's talking about, you know? So
Very minimal.
just hang on to your hats to all the women that hear this. Just do not take anything personally. And for the love of God, I will say this right now, and I will say it at the end. Being high value is not something that you have to be. Being an average person is completely fine, and you can be completely happy being an average person. Being a high value person is not something to strive for necessarily. It's kind of like a lifestyle. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but that's why Kevin Samuels is here.
You can be decent.
Wealthy guy.
Okay.
However, I am one of the women that did marry Francis.
I'm gonna skip
Okay.
to when
I was married Esther.
I gotta get to when he starts actually like the thing. I thought I
Well,
timed it.
be sure when you're giving the advice to the
Oh, okay. I think this is a good way to start. I'm not gonna give any context to this lady.
But now I have half my,
But you had your man. You got 23 years and you have all the income that came with it.
I had no. I didn't have. I earned was the high earner.
Well, it doesn't matter. You had all the stuff that came with it. You had yours.
Yes.
So okay, so
grandkids.
okay, so at 54, I don't know why we feel like 54-year-old women can get with 23-year-old women.
No. I'm not looking for any
no. Okay, so
23-year-old.
what?
Oh, no.
There is no one looking to date 54-year-old women, man. That's the net of it. The men looking to date you are like 80, and they don't watch this show. The thing is, to get out and travel, do whatever, but romance, I can't.
No. I'm not looking for romance.
Well, then I can't. I don't know what you're asking for, man. I can't.
Be sure when you're giving the advice to the young
Oh, don't tell me shit about to be nothing. Who you think you talking to?
I love this part.
Don't start that shit with me. Ask the question that you willing to answer. Don't come over here telling me what to do on my goddamn show. Did you hear me? Unmute yourself. Oh, fuck you think you talking to? Talk to your kids that way. Don't come over here telling me what to do. Smell like you smoke a fucking pack and a half of cigarettes a day.
Damn.
Tell you what, leave my channel. Don't come back. It's not the place for you. I don't deal with old women that try to tell men what to do. You had your life, ma'am. You're 54. Your husband's still out there. You should be on this right now. You should be over there changing the diaper or doing some shit like that instead of coming over here trying to tell me what to do. You can't even work a goddamn computer. The fucking nerve of you.
Oh my god.
Don't y'all grow up to be like this. Daisy? Hi, Daisy.
Now,
Hello.
okay, I'm gonna pause here because it's a lot, right? It's a lot to take in.
Yeah.
Now,
Damn.
that's why I'm like, you guys should watch the first 2 hours of this to really get the full context of understanding what this conversation is about. But long story short, with her is she came onto the thing not to necessarily ask about getting with a high value man or whatever, but she wanted to try and tell him how to run his show. The one thing you don't do with a high value man is you tell him how to do his job. You especially don't do that to this man who does this for a living. He has millions of followers. He knows how to do his job. You telling him anything about how he's supposed to be doing things is the absolute most disrespectful thing you could possibly do.
Bro, in general, really.
But yeah, and with part of being, on that level is that you have to have a certain level of assertiveness, a certain level. These are men who embody having a level of dominance and power. You don't question these men, like not in a negative way, but like you don't question him as if he doesn't know what he's doing, because he does. He's gotten to this point,
Right.
If you want to go do something, go take care of what you need to be taken care of, like not coming here to tell him how to do his shit. So you got to watch the whole 2 hours to really understand. But that's why I think this video, this clip and this bit is a really good intro into what the rest of these two videos are going to be about.
many people have already met their person they're supposed to be with. They just blew it.
Damn.
Mhm.
So let me make this of use to everybody else.
Okay.
To the guys, I want to make this 100% clear. You do not have high value does not mean if you're not those things, your life is worthless. Okay? It's not. It's just a choice. You can have a fantastic life and not let somebody say, because it's a high value man. You can still be a man, but high value means something different. And just like women, just because a high value man is over here, you got to qualify for that. See, we got guys who want to be high value, but you don't want to do the work. And then we got women who want high value men who they don't qualify for. What you don't have a problem is high value men finding quality women. See, the people who fit those categories find each other just fine. It's the people who don't fit it who say, I want that, and you're not the thing you're looking for. And when I start putting these, people have argued with my Pam Grier or this or that. But what you cannot argue is that in order to not have to work and have 4 kids, you're going to have to make quite a bit of money. Some people may say Beyonce's a 10. She's not. But what we do know is Beyonce looks like this, and you are over here. You put yourself in the same category as near Beyonce. You said Beyonce was a 10. This woman said she was like at 8, 9, or 9. She almost said she was Beyonce. Did I miss that? Am I wrong? See, we got guys who want to be high value, but you don't want to do the work. And then we got women who want high value men who they don't qualify for. What you don't have a problem is high value men finding quality women. See, the people who fit those categories find each other just fine. It's the people who don't fit it who say, I want that, and you're not the thing you're looking for. That's not my responsibility. And it's nobody's fault that you set your sights too high. Let me give you a case in point. Let's say you went to a 2A high school, okay? You went to a 2A high school, King of Kings. Imagine somebody went to a 2A high school. They graduated valedictorian of their class. And their graduating class was 70 people. They graduated with a 4.0 from Clinton, Oklahoma. 4.0, smartest student in the school. Does that person automatically get to go to Harvard, Princeton, Yale, Brown, Columbia? No. There are only so many people that get chosen. They only take the best of the best of the best. Just because you are the best of where you are don't mean you are the best of the best. What you want is the best of men, the top 10%, actually the top 1% of men. Top 1% of men, you got to be the top 5% of women. And when I start putting these, people have argued with my Pam Grier or this or that. But what you cannot argue is that in order to not have to work and have 4 kids, you're going to have to make quite a bit of money. Some people may say Beyonce's a 10. She's not. But what we do know is Beyonce looks like this, and you are over here. You put yourself in the same category as near Beyonce. You said Beyonce was a 10. This woman said she was like at 8, 9, or 9. She almost said she was Beyonce. Did I miss that? Am I wrong? But if I recall correctly, she said Beyonce ain't a 10. I thought she was a 10. But didn't that woman say she's like a 9?
You gotta humble yourself.
Did I miss that? I mean, if I missed that, somebody tell me I was wrong.
He's not wrong. When the lady came on, and he said earlier in the video, but yeah, she said she was a 9 for sure.
So my
100%.
point is, if you walk around saying,
but she wouldn't want to show herself on camera.
That close to Beyonce.
That's why he was. That's why he was looking at her Instagram because she was like, "I'm a 9." He was like, "Okay, turn on your cam." She's like, "Oh, I'm not very presentable right now." You have to debate her about it. So, right, and I'm like, that's what's crazy because if you're a 9, you should be camera ready 24/7.
Exactly.
all the time.
any time of the day. Like, you know, that's why he's saying, like, okay, Beyonce, even she's not, but let's say she is a 10. If you're a 9, dog,
You should be all
where
the
do you
time.
live? Like, you know, like, where do you live right now? You know, is the reality is what he means. Like, it's not just like we want to say we're all these things because we're looking at ourselves on a superficial level, but that's not how these men are looking, is what he's saying. Like,
Right.
it's more than just that. You're 30 something, you got 2 kids. How are you a 9? In comparison to this woman who's 24, hasn't had kids yet, looking to get married, looking to start a family. How are you better than her? You know? And it's like, it's hard to hear that type of thing, is the point he's trying to make, but that's what these men are looking for. They're not looking for baggage at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know, like that, no one is looking for baggage at the end of the day. Right? Like, yeah, I even asked my friend before I showed him this video, I was like, would you want to date a woman with kids? He was like, no.
No.
And I didn't even tell him anything. I just asked him, and then he said the damn near the same shit that was on these videos. And I was like, that's crazy. Yeah, you're in the like, you're not. We're not even high value men, and that's how we view dating. And I'm like, I think that's just a normal view that a lot of we'll get to it later in one of these videos, that I think sets up what happens in our family households. And it's gonna be wild when you see it, but I'm gonna skip the rest of this because I would suggest checking out the whole video. But that's when he said that bit, I was like, wow, yeah, I think I should start right here. I think that's a good way to start what this whole conversation is really about. Is that understanding being high value doesn't mean being average sucks, because that's not what he's saying at all. Like, we're all average, and I'm pretty sure all of us enjoy our life for the most part to a degree, you know? But to be high value, you gotta work for that shit. You have to really lose a part of the PC that you've come to understand about society, and really put yourself on I'm on that level. Like, if you're not here, you're not there.
And you're not. Yeah.
There are no sales at Louis Vuitton. You know? You can't afford it, buy. Wait, come back when you can afford it, you know?
Right.
And not be in debt. Like, this is why I find this stuff so interesting, because I'm like, this is literal high society life, and this is someone trying to tell you, you know, this is what it takes, and this is why you don't fit that. He's not gonna call any of these women anything that isn't true about themselves. It's just, what happens is, I think, at least in the Black community, we get into denial really quick about the shit that we're in. And it's so unfortunate, but it's like, it's easy to like look at ourselves and want to see the best in ourselves, but we also can't deny that if we fucked up somewhere down the line, that's where, yeah, there is an optimal time to probably get married and or be with someone long-term, longevity, you know? And we all can't be like, oh, well, how are we? Okay. Are we married? Are we all happy? No, they've been. Like, so yeah, I would take their word on it, because it seems like the way, I don't believe everything that they say, but it's also like, well, I've only seen pure dysfunction around me, you know? Like,
I think I also want to bring up a point, like
Mhm.
toxic positivity, because like I'm seeing a lot of like people be like, yeah, like I'm great, I'm like confident, I'm beautiful, and I'm like, go you know, like we deserve to be like, you know, believe in ourselves, but sometimes it gets to a point where you're like, okay, now you're just being arrogant and like, you know, just not a good person. So I think that can like contribute to like people looking into dating. They see this person, they're like, oh, they're confident, but once they get like, you know, look into the person more, they're like, oh no, like this is too much for me. You know, it's almost like self-centered at this point. This type of culture that we have surrounding our the mindset about like, you know, ourselves.
yeah. And it's not necessarily like you have to look down on yourself, but just recognize that with dating, at least in this context with dating, we all do have a market value, you know? Like, there are people that are out of your league for a lot of reasons, and people that are within your league for a lot of reasons. And it should be important to be able to recognize that. Like, otherwise you're just going to be going from this to that to this to that, and never really understanding why. And
Right.
you know, so that shit's just crazy to me, but I'll
and
let
like
this start
men
up.
are
You
high
just got a problem
value.
getting a husband.
Whoa, whoa,
Yeah,
whoa, whoa,
but
whoa, whoa, whoa. We'll
um,
start this. Now, mind you, my man, this is what I also know. I'm looking at everything. My man is not only drinking a Red Bull, he is drinking a Red Bull out of a glass cup. Like,
He's classy.
that's what I'm saying.
Doesn't drink it from the can.
I'm thinking this man was drinking scotch the first time I watched this, and then I saw him pour the Red Bull. I was like, he's drinking fucking Red Bull out of like a scotch cup for fun? Bruh, what did you do? Like,
Level.
and to me, it was in that moment too. I was like, yeah, he's probably a high value man, because that's how the part of being what makes someone in a high value man status is that he's viewed as high value by other men of his peers. I'm not one of his peers, but I'm sure, you know, this is a way that it's like you are viewed as a certain way. He has a portrayal that he has about himself as being a man of high means.
Yeah.
And I'm like, even me, I'm like, well, damn, man, what do you do? Like, you know, like as a dude, it's just, I don't know if anyone else thinks that way, but for me personally, I was like, yo, I'm not saying I want to be high value, but damn, I kind of want to, I want to
Right,
be
I
more
want
as
to
much.
try.
Like,
Yeah.
I want to be drinking Red Bull out of a fucking fancy ass glass for no reason. You know, like that's what I think. That's when I was like, I think there's at least validity to what he's saying, because I'm intrigued. But yeah, this woman's crazy though, and you'll see she gets crazier. She gets crazier throughout the video.
Dang, she started out so good too.
I mean, but it's so far. Do you think she's crazy? Do you think she's crazy?
Right
Mm.
now, no, maybe just a little
Not yet.
reasonable, because she wants to find a man that takes 2 children. You know,
Right, she
who
wants
to
the
raise?
baggage,
Yeah, who wants to
and it's
raise
not there.
a 10-year-old and a 7-year-old? You know, they already have something in them. Like, it's gonna be hard to like try to put your values on them if that's what you're trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as a father, they're gonna reject you at first. You don't want that. That's gonna be shitty. Like, oh my god, they hate me because I'm a new man in their life, and it might not work out, and it's just gonna be hurting them either way. So it's just a bad situation for all of them. If the mother's trying to get someone else in her life, you know.
Yeah, I mean, no, that's I 100% agree. I 100% agree, and I don't know. Well, he's gonna explain it. He'll get her. He'll tell her what the deal is. But the other thing that also is a huge factor for her is like she lives in LA, and it's something that we don't always think about, but it's like, where do you live, you know, in relation to the type of person you're trying to be with? Like, you want to be with someone and you live in LA with 2 kids and you're trying to settle down. LA is really, you want to know how many young people there are in LA?
Exactly. No
Like, people more attractive than you at the end of the day without kids? Sheesh. Yeah, good luck. Maybe move to like, I don't, right, like I don't know where your market value is. That's the other thing. I heard that video in an ABBA and Preach video when they were talking about this shit, and I was like, you know, that's probably why dating for me on here in Monterey is a little weird. You know, I'm a black man trying to date someone in Monterey. Yeah.
Ain't they all white out there?
Exactly. Like, it's not going to be super easy. So, you know, and it's like these are things that you gotta play a factor into, because it's like there are people who can go their whole life thinking they're unattractive or they're not wanted, but it's like you're probably just in the wrong environment, you know. And it's like the minute you move, shit, go to fucking Colombia and there'll be people that'll love exactly what you are. It's crazy. Yeah, you probably gotta live here the rest of your life, but it's better than America, right? Like, so that shit's crazy. Like, geographic location is a factor into like whether it does matter if you have 2 kids or not, at least in LA. So
men judge the way we judge. And yes, like I said, you have no problem getting men to pay you attention. You've got no problem attracting men. But getting a man to take you seriously, and would you like to be married?
I would.
Okay, and that's a problem, because you're asking a man to become a stepfather.
Here we go.
You're asking, let's say you're asking me to come in and take care of one man's child. A man's 2 children. I didn't create those. It's all downside. I've been a stepfather. It's a horrible deal.
What about
I
the
don't-
men that have children of their own? They want a stepmother.
Well, again, you still act
Think
as
like
though
most men at this
listen.
age.
Okay, listen. I'll answer it. See, you're still speaking as if you have leverage in this thing, and I'm trying to level set you. Even if I have children, I got more options than you. I can go find a woman with no kids because I can afford both of you. If I can afford to take care of you and your kids, I can afford to take care of her and no kids.
Yeah.
Why would I pick you and your kids when I know your kids are not going to? I'm not their father. They'll never look at me as their father. I got all the responsibility and none of the upside of being a biological father. Can I discipline those children like they were my own?
Now,
No, because then they'll be like, "Oh my god, you're not my dad."
doesn't that sound so familiar?
It does.
Like, you're starting to see the trap that happens within a lot of these communities. This isn't even like him saying like you can't get a man of. This is just him telling you how it is when it comes to dating. And he's not saying he's a dating coach or anything, but it's like when you look at it in a genuine perspective, when you really just break it down, you know, it becomes really clear of what your options are. And I don't think he's saying that she can never get married or anything like that, but like you're gonna have to probably just wait till those kids are at the house at the end of the day. And that's the reality. You dedicated 18 years to these tiny humans. Hey, you made it through 10. You got 8 more. I'm sorry.
Funny story.
Mhm.
I have a coworker. He came to me because I have been in a long-term relationship. And he's like, how do you do it? Because I like this girl, whatever, whatever. And I'm telling him, giving him tips, tricks, trying to be his wingman. And he's like working and getting her, she's like getting interested. I'm like, okay, just ask her to hang out one time, because y'all only see each other at work. You need to know her outside of work, whatever. Then he comes back to me and he's like, I'm not doing it. I'm like, why not? He's like, she's pregnant. I was like, shit, you're
No.
lying. Because I've seen the woman. She does not look pregnant, but she's apparently 6 months, but looking 1. And so I asked him, I was like, okay, what do you want to do? He's like, I'm not doing that. I don't want to be like, this is not my child. Like, I don't even know if the father's still there. I was like, did you ask? He's like, no. He comes back to me the next day. He's like, the father's not there. And I was like, what do you want to do? He's like, I still don't want to do that because then the father's going to have to come back. I'm going to have to deal with him. This kid isn't mine. I just want to have fun. She's pretty to look at. And basically everything he was saying of like, men just want some arm candy and some sex, realistically. And I was like, he's 23.
That's
You would
fair.
expect that. You would expect it.
Yeah.
He's just trying to have fun. And I'm like, that's valid. And he was telling me, he was like, yeah, she's sad. I've been distant, this and that. And I'm like, did you tell her? Did you tell her? He's like, no. I was gonna. He's like, I'll try. He tried to. And the thing about that, and I think with listening to these women is they don't want to hear our side. Because he tried to tell her. I told him, I was like, here, write her a note. Tell her, meet you somewhere. I don't know, after work. She never showed up. She read it, but she never showed up. And I'm like, you get mad at us for what we want, but then we have to give you what you want. It's supposed to be a two-way street. It's like you have kids. Okay, so then I have to cater to you and your kids. You also want this and that. But what about what I want?
Kids are a lot of money.
And work.
Yeah.
And she's saying, oh, my kids don't need discipline. Every child needs discipline. I'm sorry. Like, they are not picture perfect. Like, at all. And then she's like, no spanking. And I'm like, oh, yeah, your kids definitely need. Like, I'm not saying it's right to hit your kids and that's what's going to teach them, but it's like,
yeah,
how do they act really? In a women's world, it had like, and in the world, it's like women have to have everything and then we can't type of thing. It's like I have to give you and give and give and give. And then when I'm telling you what I want, I'm the asshole because I just want to have someone that look good and have sex with me because I'm young. I'm not trying to have the responsibility that life's going to throw at me yet.
No, commitment
So,
is not.
right. It's like, you want me to have kids? And they're not, first of all, they're not even mine. But then it's like, when I want to go out, have fun, party, have sex and all this, I'm the asshole. Because you have baggage, because you lived your life, and this is where it got you. These were the decisions that you made. I can understand one kid, but then it's like you turned around 3 years later, the same dude, and had another one. It's like that was your decision.
Right. And then it's like the question that like when would you want to be getting married? You didn't already have kids.
Yeah.
So it's like, what's your timeline looking like, lady? Because
She got
I'm not
options,
there.
remember? She got all the time in the world.
Right. You know, so it's really interesting. I mean, like it's an unfortunate, but it's like I'm not gonna pity you for making a choice. Like,
How about this? Would you like to have additional children?
I would.
How many?
Oh, maybe 2? 1 to 2.
Well, let's say you and I were to get married, okay?
Mhm.
What you automatically set up is you get pregnant on our wedding night, and you give birth to Kevin Jr. Then a year after that, you give birth to Kim. Kevin and Kim are my biological children with you, right?
Okay.
Then I still have to take care of your 2 other children, right?
So we have 4.
4 kids in the house.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell
Kevin
no.
and Kim are mine.
I'm sorry.
If I decide to
can't.
spank Kevin, you can't say shit to me because he's mine biologically. You can't
Don't
tell
worry.
me,
Right.
listen, okay, you're going to sit there and zip your mouth and let me get through the example before you say something. Can you do that? Give me a minute. Kevin and Kim are mine. They're my financial responsibility, and you cannot pull the mommy card on me because biologically you can't one up me. You can't play the high joker. You can't say those aren't, but when it comes to your children, they're your children. I've got to discipline them in line with what you think is right. So I got 2 sets of kids in the house under 2 sets of rules. That's madness. I've seen it.
that's what we call dysfunction. Holy
Exactly.
shit.
Bringing it back.
Full circle. Yeah, that's when I was like, that's it right there. That's it. Holy fuck.
Really, how can you live like that? You're getting
Poor
spanked while
kid.
your sister is like getting just a smack on the
And
hand.
then,
Like, how is
but
that
then you gotta
fair?
tell that. Then you gotta explain that to your kids.
They won't
Like, but
understand.
why don't? No. But just like think of it like this. Like you have like. Actually, I have an idea. Elijah, remember growing up
Of course.
and how? Because we understand it the best because we had that.
Mhm.
Remember when
Yeah.
we used to get in trouble and then one person, no names, we know who, someone, we got in trouble, they were excluded. And we would always question why, but we had to treat them like it was our sibling, very close, as if we were all born under the same bloodline. But they were treated better, regardless. Now, while me and him were always in trouble with our other siblings, that one was excluded. And even to this day, as full-grown adults, this still happens to us.
God.
That makes us feel a certain way because I remember we used to sit in the room as when you get in trouble with other people. What are you going to do when you sit in the room by yourselves together? Talk shit, be frustrated, take it, talk about it. There was always that one conversation of why do they not get the same punishment, even though we all did the same crime? You know, think about how that's going to treat your kids because then they're going to also ask, but why not them?
The trauma.
Sheesh.
Exactly.
It really opened me up, and I was like just stunned. I was like, damn, there it is. This man is not even speaking to me. And he done outlined my entire life in
Right.
16 minutes. Like,
16.
I was just like, that's crazy, you know? Because I can't show this to my parents without them taking this the wrong way. It's weird to see this kind of clarity from someone whose life, at least right now, is very different from my own. I don't. He grew up
Yeah.
in Oklahoma and whatnot, and from the way he talks and what I've learned, he grew up not in the best circumstances, but he earned where he got to, and
Mhm.
He should.
I'm like, it's just crazy. That's what our parents want to teach is like being this and being that, and I'm like, how are we supposed to know what being this and being that is? And
When you're not that.
Yeah, we're never surrounded by that. If I was surrounded by Kevin Samuels my entire
Oh
life,
yeah.
I think.
Thriving.
Exactly.
Or I mean, not maybe not even thriving in the sense of like living gracious, but at least really do having a grip of understanding like what is functional and not. Like this is just
Yeah.
But that's
weird.
thriving because then you can make the choices because you know what the consequences are because you have a better understanding. So you still thrive. It may not be like financially and stuff like that, but you still be thriving because every choice that you make, you have a better understanding of how to make it.
Right.
It's not impulse.
And at least
Yeah.
after he says it, shit, he doesn't. It's like walking the walk and doing the talk at the same time. Like, and it's weird to only get the talk without seeing the walk ever.
Right. Because you don't believe it, and you're like,
Right.
So, let's say you and I divorced. Kevin and Kim are mine. I still got visitation. Do I necessarily have anything with those kids? If you decide not to let me see my stepkids, you could cut that bond. You ladies never think of it from a man's side. It's all what you want. And like you said, you want a man to not be into all this superficial stuff and which means you really don't give a damn what we think. We're just supposed to come in and do what you need. That's fine, but you better be offering a hell of a deal. And I've yet to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
Only because of the kids.
Well, the kids are big, ma'am. They are big. I mean, and here's the thing: you do have the option.
This lady.
Because you say only cause of
really
the kids, but that's a big deal.
Would
Why
you
she sound like she's gonna
so
drop the kid?
You dating a woman with children is like off the table for you?
I married a woman with a child.
Just wait to see what he says. Just wait to see what he says to his solution. Because the question still hasn't came up. Like, okay, so it's the kids. I can't like kill my kids. So what do you think I should do? She'll ask this question, and he'll tell her.
Susan sound like she dropped her kid.
Oh my god.
Man,
she sound because you hear her.
Yeah, she sounds.
You keep saying that. She sounds like she's gonna be like adoption. Straight up,
man.
And honestly, I feel bad. Because they're supposed to dick that bad, then shit.
I would agree. I think they'd be better off the way she talks.
Exactly.
Honestly.
Oh my god.
She's 30 and she's talking like this. What the fuck?
Susan just wants some dick. That's all she had to say.
Hey.
Stay calm.
If she did, she wouldn't be on the show.
I understand what I'm talking about.
Sure.
I'm just doing. No, I would not date a woman with a child. No, I would not.
Gotcha.
I've been there. And the thing is, where's the children's father?
Ooh.
Oh, I left him.
Is he alive?
Yeah.
Is he involved in the children's life at all?
Yeah.
What?
Then if you really are serious,
so wait, what's the issue?
Oh, wait, here it
give
is.
custody to the father. Go off with your new husband and make a new family. See,
I couldn't do that.
And that's the bitch of it, isn't it? Right? Like you don't want to give up your kids. Yeah, cool. You're giving up your sacrifice then. Like you're sacrificing your years then for your kids or vice versa. You know? Like it's a choice that you made and you have to lie in it. Otherwise you can't expect people to want to marry you. Or if there is someone to marry you, you can't be picky about it. Like as if you have options, because you don't. Like dating multiple people is not having options. It's just you dating multiple people. You're not taking none of them seriously.
Exactly.
Especially 2-year man over there.
Everybody can be dating multiple people if they wanted to, but like people, do I got options? Maybe. No, I don't know. Fuck these people. Like,
okay, let's try it this way.
I know. I hear you.
What would the kind of man that you want? What would he want?
I love this part.
From a woman.
From
a wife.
From a wife.
Mm-hmm.
He would. Shit. I think what I value, like just at the end of the day, is just like pure connection. Like,
it's not about that.
Like love. It's just love. There's nothing else. Like do I want this person? Do I look up to this person? Do I feel like this person is a good person?
But that's
Do
not
we
the
share the
question.
same values? The same morals? Like, is there laughter, joy, excitement in our
What does he
relationship?
want from a wife, ma'am? And you gave me
Oh, what does he want from
What you
just
want?
a wife? Like
It's-
maybe just a good housewife, a woman that cooks
okay.
for him.
Okay, ma'am. So let me ask you a
Um,
question. Were your mother and father married?
No,
All right.
Mm.
Then you were not raised to be a housewife.
no, I don't think I was.
Right.
Definitely was not raised to be no housewife. That's for sure. But
So wait.
give up on that
Listen.
hope and that dream that I'll
Look,
find the right person.
if you, I'm gonna slap the smack out of you. I'll let you go, man. But you cannot overtalk me. You try to be nice, man, but you're not gonna do that. Look, you weren't raised to be a housewife. And you just said the kind of man that you would want, what he would want is a good housewife. Then he wouldn't want you because you're not one. By your own admission, you're not one.
You said it.
I wasn't raised to be one.
Right.
Which means you're not one.
But I had great influences. My
Then
aunt and
if you
uncle
had
who helped
such
me
great
through-
influences,
I-
why someone
Sends her off.
And she's gone.
Sends her off.
Oh my god.
It'd be
what
like
you
that,
just
though.
witnessed was
That's why
pretty privilege.
I love this man. The sound effects.
She's used to getting by on her above average looks.
Okay, what do you think a high value man wants? A housewife? Cool. Was your mom and dad married?
No.
No.
Okay, so
No.
you weren't raised to be a housewife. No, I definitely wasn't raised to be a housewife. So what do you think a high value man will want you if you're not even what he wants? Well, I had great influence. Peace. Like, come on now. Like, it's not like I get you can like want to reach for that thing, but I think when it comes down to it, you really got to understand what it means to be a traditional housewife. And I've seen like videos on this shit, and it's like you are not that. You are not that. It's
I don't
really
think
hard.
A lot of women nowadays are.
Right.
I think that was an old school thing because women now are so much more independent and they don't want to be submissive completely.
Exactly.
It's like they will be in like maybe the bedroom, but not like in everything of sex life. That's everything in a housewife. You can't be you can't be just when you feel like it because you're missing the point.
Right.
And
Right.
a lot of women like that are now. They don't want to be, and that's their decision. And there will be men who are okay with that, and men who aren't. But it's like a lot of them are like, "This is what I want, though. This is what I want." And even in my relationship now, it's like a lot of, I don't get what I want. It's always what she wants. And I think that's hard to tell the women because it's like they're not willing to listen to that. And I don't know, Cassie, you could tell me about from your perspective of how you view this, but
Yeah.
what do you want?
What do I want? I don't know.
And what do you think he wants? And it's like,
bro, I understand that men have standards, right? I don't fit most standards. I know that I'm aware. I'm not out here gonna be like, oh my god, you hate me because you don't like me for the way I look. Okay, like that's so. I don't know. I don't understand. You can't be like, I don't know what the word is. Living in this fantasy world and expecting everyone to like you just because you're nice. And like not everyone is gonna like you. Not everyone's gonna be like, oh my god, you're so dateable. Like, ooh, like they might want to be your friend, but they don't want to marry you. Type shit. I don't know how to explain it, but you know what I mean. Like,
I think I get what you're saying. Like,
yeah, like you might be a nice person. I just don't like. Okay, let's put it this way. Katie, she's decent looking. She's a nice person. She has a great personality. But the dude is not what she's looking for, doesn't fit his standard. So she becomes salty about it. And she's like, oh my god, but I'm so nice. Like, that's what like gets me off, Like, you just gotta accept it the way it is. Like, if he didn't like you, he's not for you. Like, move on. There are other men for you out there. I don't know if it makes sense. But but I don't know.
No, it makes sense.
Yeah.
guys. I mean, it's like it's at the end of the day, it gets down to the like a reality where it's like it. Guys want what they want, whether they do just want a woman for just her looks, or they want her for this, for their beauty, for their knowledge, for their whatever. You know, like that's never gonna change, and it's not fair to make it seem like they have to fit into this fantasy world of what you think men should want. And that's not just like how women have their standards for men and whatnot, and we get called out when we tell them their standards are too high. You know, like it's the same thing. And you know, and understand, like, lady, you got 2 fucking kids. Like, what do you mean you want to get married right now? Like,
That's crazy. That's insane to me.
like, I understand the feeling, but like, you let this dude bust your back twice without putting a ring on it, and you know, he's not even around anymore. You're expecting the next guy to want to stick around? Like, come on now. It sucks to hear it, but like, if I went around having sex with everybody, right?
Yeah.
And then I finally meet a girl, or I get to the points where you're like, I really want to meet a girl, and then I didn't slept with like 5 different girls on this campus, and I try and meet a girl, and then next thing you know, she's not wanting to sleep with me because all my exes I've only been with a month or 2, or whatever, you know. And then I look at it as if they're the problem. Like, no, I just think I really fucked up my chances when you know, like I'm stuck in this area, and I didn't went around just doing shit without thinking there's no going to be consequences to what I do. There are.
You presented yourself as some type of way, and women don't like that. And I'm like, okay, yeah.
Exactly.
You don't meet their standard.
Like,
Go both ways.
You live in LA, lady. Like, God, what did you expect? You're not.
I think if she moves to Texas, she'll have a better chance, you know?
Right, like, figure it out. Figure it out. But I think these videos are really fun to watch, though.
I agree. I'm thoroughly enjoying this.
Fucking Kevin Samuels. I really recommend his channel. I can't recommend it enough. Just to know more about some of these situations, because he talks to a lot of different women and a lot of different men. Like, one of the videos I watched was about like this woman who why she hasn't married someone yet, you know. And I think they get some really interesting points where she's not like saying she's not meeting a man that isn't worth, but she has her reasons, and like they really do talk about it. And it's never just always him shitting on women or trying to shit on women. These women shit on themselves. They lie and live in a world of delusion. And when it's like, it's easy to call this shit out on camera when you're not trying to bullshit people, you know?
Yeah.
Do y'all have any more thoughts?
I don't know. When I first heard about high value men, I thought about, have you seen this one dude just going around talking about how how women can't have Instagram because they're going to cheat, you know? That's what I thought about. It was my first thought of high value men. Self-defined high value men who think they're the shit.
Oh, wait.
They're alpha men.
Wait, is that Alpha Oscar or some shit?
Something like that.
Yo, hold on. Yeah, because I watched a video of his on stream about like, because he made a video called like fat women should not deserve respect or some shit like that.
Oh God.
God, I had so much fun. I call him not Neo because I thought his name was Neo. And the way he talked about the whole red pill, blue pill situation.
I don't know. These men who are like, yeah, women belong in the kitchen. Obviously, they're just misogynistic. At this point, I don't care. But it's just so funny to me seeing them just defend their point so hard. I don't know. Something about that.
Was it this guy, Exo Carlos?
No.
Yeah.
No.
But let's see. Okay, we can start here and then we'll go into that one. Because, I know what you're talking about now. But first, you know, why men must never date or hook up with fat women.
Let's go. That's some good reasoning. Let's see what he does.
Okay.
Skinnier female? You're lying to yourself.
Wait.
Are you telling me you're gonna choose that fat female over that skinnier female?
Yes.
You're lying to yourself. Because look at all your high value men. Look at him.
I told you. All these alpha men think they high value. No.
I can't.
Yeah.
He's serious too.
He's so serious.
And that's the sad part.
And they deserve the world.
He gotta be single.
Oh, for sure. He gets no bitches.
What I will say is, what I noticed after this video came out, when I looked back at his channel, and his videos drastically changed. So they're no longer technically like this. They're just regularly they're mid advice tips. They're not too bad. I watched a couple and they were okay. They weren't like the worst, but they were like, nothing was as bad as this. So I think whatever happened in this video, he got really bad backlash from. So this is like the peak of how bad this channel gets. But my boy Carlos, not Neo, is man, he's a red pill alpha mentality. This is not what high value man is. But oh man,
what your mom told you were.
Yeah, this is full circle.
Not even close.
This is mama's boy.
Gotta be.
I hate moms.
Oh
okay. With this mentality, they treat their fucking like sons like they're a king, and then their fucking daughters are working their ass off to get validation. And you're like, what the hell?
We know some people like that.
Dysfunction.
I can't. I really can't watch this video. This dude's beanie. I've made fun of this dude so much, and it's all coming back. I talk so much shit about him wearing a beanie. I'm so over it. I'm so over it.
Look at him. Look at all the high value men in
he
the
was
world.
So serious.
You're Jeff Bezos. All your high value men in the world.
He
Are they
loves
with
talking about
females
Jeff
that are
Bezos.
overweight?
Jeff Bezos.
Guys that got money, power. Guys that build hypergamy. Y'all gotta raise y'all standards. Y'all gotta raise your standards.
Not you, man.
And it's not about this respect thing, because you can respect women that have
I did look up
positive
hypergamy.
characteristics.
It is a real
They're
thing.
good people. You can do that.
That's right. You knew what that
You
word.
can do that.
Mm.
But what you can't fucking do is respect them for being fat. You can't do that.
Why not? Wait.
Because then what happens? You're pedestalizing them for being fat. Now what happens? Women feel like it's okay to be fat, so there's never self-improvement.
Oh wow.
We gon' pop a lot of shit.
What is this intro? And what is this? Oh my God.
Oh my God.
He ain't even got no money. He on YouTube.
Alpha man intro.
How many subscribers he got?
Yo.
Like,
13K, you know.
Yeah,
he ain't even making that much money.
No.
Nobody know him like that.
This shit is hilarious though, because just wow. He really went in hard 60 seconds in. He
thought he was doing something.
Fat women don't deserve respect, because then everyone else will be fat. Yeah. Wow.
I want to see what his head look like under that beanie, if he got a receding hairline or not.
Oh no, he has really long hair. I don't know if any of his videos will show up, but like in one of these he has.
Was that him in that? Was it him doing a hair flip then? Probably.
What the? Oh, that's a woman. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
It was him.
Yeah. So this is. The first time I watched this, I got into the full red pill alpha mentality type character. I'm not gonna do that again, but I got full invested into this as if I was taking in this information wholeheartedly, and it was a ride. It's really hard to take him seriously. I feel like even if you want to like his channel,
I don't even want to.
It's just so hard. My man has the burning sound. Fucking.
It was the fact that he had the balls to post it.
Got the fucking blue background and shit, and it's
the LED strip light,
fucking tiny ass, the lamp in the background. This is the alpha man. This is the alpha red pill. Even though it's a blue pill, it's a blue light in the background, but it's still red pill mentality. You know, like
he ain't got the spinny thing in the back.
Okay, we got this. We can do this. We can. Why is the intro again? What is happening?
Empire sees Carlos in the flesh, head chief going crazy, clash in session, fuck you mean?
Does weight in women matter to you?
Of course it does. What the fuck? I ain't dating no fat bitch.
Why?
If I ain't attracted to you, you ain't good looking, you ain't hot, there's nothing to fuck with.
Exactly.
There's nothing. Are you sure?
As simple as that, yeah.
Does weight matter in women to you?
Watch this.
In my opinion, it don't, bro. Nah.
Why is that?
I mean, I feel like in today's society, and especially on social media and stuff, a lot of women are getting sexually objectified, you feel me, and are treated as these sex objects, and I don't really think that's true, you feel me? I think that that's real fucked up to look at a girl and be like, oh, I'm trying to smash or something like that, you feel me, without even getting a chance to know her and shit. And I feel like that's really important, and that's what's going to keep your queen longer, and your queen want to keep you as her king, you feel me? So any women out there that's big, skinny, whatever you are, you beautiful, you love, you feel me? I feel like everybody just deserve to be treated equally, man. That's all, man. Yeah, and women need to be treated a lot better. Facts.
Right.
Now,
we're the man.
so much. He was wearing an Oakland jersey.
Yeah.
He was.
That's what's crazy.
And that is because you don't see a lot of that at all.
Not at all.
Very rare.
He said so much. I think he said pretty much what is right. Now that I don't think this video is made ironically, as in like that's the real takeaway of the video. That's not the real takeaway, because what he's gonna say next, just understand that video does not mean that's his takeaway point. It's really not. But I think that was a very good message. I think all of us would agree that's a very good message, right?
Yeah.
The first guy though. First guy was kind of
redneck Trish. Sorry.
Yeah. Like, you know. So let's just see what he thinks. Let's see what Carlos here thinks.
I really don't want to know what Carlos thinks, bro.
I wonder which one he's gonna think was a better video. You know?
About 60 seconds. We'll see.
Her weight does matter. Like straight just like that. Her weight does fucking matter.
Why?
Shouts out the first guy.
Oh.
Shouts out the first guy. The second guy, you're in for a fucking treat, bro. You're in for a fucking treat. Because there's nothing wrong with respecting a female that has good character. There's nothing bad about that. But you could not tell me you, as a fucking man, want an overweight female. You want an overweight female?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, like
yes.
let me put y'all in a perspective of you as a high value man. Let's say you're working right now to become a high value man. You put countless of hours in the gym. You getting some paper up. You're doing what you got to be doing. Are you gonna be in a relationship with the fat bitch? Are you gonna be in a relationship with the female that's fat?
Now, mind you, Kevin Samuels would say probably no. However, that also does not sound like a high value man anyway. So the question's irrelevant, really. But we all know from Kevin Samuels' perspective, no, of course you have to be with a woman that is like an 8 or higher. So if she's over her weight, then of course not. However, it's not presented this way. Very different in presentation, right? Like, Jesus Christ.
Are you gonna do that? Because I guarantee you right now, you're not. You're not. But what happens if you're low value? If you're a low value guy? You're gonna accept any fucking female that comes your way. You're gonna accept any bitch that comes your way because she got something between her legs. You're a beta simp. You got no options.
He's a beta.
Guys that say this, that they don't care about the weight of females, Sonic. They got no options. They got no fucking options. And the females they do want, the females that they do want, she has a slim waist. She may not have a fat ass, but she got a slim waist.
Well, you're wrong. That's why I was like, you're immediately wrong. What the fuck? If I'm picking someone, you don't think she wouldn't?
Right.
Exactly.
That's crazy, Carlos.
To me, like, bro.
It was in that moment I realized, oh, you're not Neo. You can't be the one. Not saying shit like that. So from here on, my perspective of him just completely changed. After, like, I couldn't see him the same. So that shit just baffles me. Okay, no ass. Wonderful.
Right.
Her fucking cheeks aren't blown the fuck out. They're nice. She has some cheekbones. You can see them.
This man looking like Morbius and shit.
All high value guys want that. All high value guys want that. Because you guys gotta look at it like this.
Shit don't even connect.
No.
If you want to be in a relationship with the female, a long-term relationship with the female, you want to be with a fat female? Because think about this. You are who you hang around with. So what happens if you're in a relationship with the female that's fat? So she's going to tell you, oh, no, it's okay. You don't got to go to the gym again. Take a rest day. You'll be all right. You're going to start slacking. She's gonna start feeding you bullshit. Don't worry, honey. You don't have to go to the gym. I don't want you to go to the gym
Why does
because
the gym matter so much?
there's girls are gonna be looking out there. Yes, you're gonna look at them girls at the gym because they're the female you want. Since when does a man want a fucking female that's bigger than him?
You know,
I do.
You know, yeah, I was like, it's funny he says that because today I learned, I was like, there was this customer that came in. She was like super tall, like really tall.
Right.
Probably the tallest woman I've ever seen. And I was like, whoa, I think I'm attracted to you. Like, it was so weird. I never was like, I don't think I even like tall women, but she was tall, and I was like, whoa.
Damn.
Like, and also, I think we do like bigger women, man.
Yeah.
So,
no matter.
Don't matter.
Yeah, you gotta look. You gotta look.
Because at the end of the day, if the high value man wants her, he will choose her. So,
right. You're just mad.
I think that's also the major difference. Like, it doesn't necessarily matter if she's overweight or not, because if the high value, if we're saying in the context of him choosing her, then it doesn't matter. He chose her. It's not like she's trying to. In the case of Kevin Sanders, he's talking about women trying to pursue men that are out of their league for the most part. And here he's talking about if we have to choose. I think it doesn't matter because let's say I do choose. Then what, dude? Your argument falls apart.
You obeyed a simp, apparently.
Yeah, I'm just like Sonic. Holy fuck.
We just talked about his background. I don't know. Is that his bed?
I don't know. He's in his bed. He's in his bedroom like the rest of us, which is crazy to me.
Right. Talking about some high value man. Homie don't look like he go to the gym. He got the beanie on.
Got the beanie on. Fucking the
So you know it ain't
eyebrows. It's ridiculous.
Beard that don't connect.
His jacket is zipped all the way up. His little fucking
to the neck. To the neck.
Choking yourself, man.
You know he got blackheads. I can see him from here.
I'm saying, like, what high value do you have, man?
Exactly.
Calm down, Carlos.
With the one lamp in the back.
That ain't even on. Like, bro, pay your phone bill. Like, that light is probably coming from his computer. You know what?
It is. You know it is.
Like, holy shit. That light is coming from something.
It's only that one shade. Because on the other side is dark. So you know it's got like a flashlight in the corner.
Yep. Look at that. See, man, we're deconstructing you, Neo. Like,
you ain't high value, man. And wait, the real question is, if a high value man go to the gym, why are you not showing off muscle if you a high value man? Where the muscle at? You got the jacket up, zipped to the chin.
I seen the Liver King show more skin than you. Like, this is crazy.
Man.
But hey, no, maybe he's on to something though, you know? Like, I still want to believe, hey, maybe he's right. Maybe we should not be dating fat women, you know? Maybe that's us. But he still got time. He still got time to convince us.
You don't want a bitch to be taller than you.
Oh, well, fuck.
Because you want to be able to dominate her. That's why guys.
I didn't plan that shit. I really didn't plan that.
Below their fucking height and weight, because they want to dominate the female. Do you want a fat bitch? You want a female that's or a female that's taller than you?
You want to be dominated?
Of course not, because that's a joke.
Like, being dominated
that looks funny.
That's
why guys subconsciously choose women that are smaller than them.
You know, I actually subscribed to an OnlyFans account that is femdom, and I didn't even know that. That's what it was. I did that by accident.
But did you are you still subscribed?
I think I can check on them.
Oh.
Hey, I'll say it. I am.
Like,
I've done it.
We'll have our OnlyFans episode. I promise you.
You know, no, because them femdoms be fine as hell. But that's my perspective. I don't care what you are, big, small, tall, short.
You can pull it off. Then
right. Let me. And then when he was like, "You ain't got no ass," I'm like, "Oh no, man.
You gotta have ass. I'm sorry."
Right. I need something, man. What you mean? He's like, he was like, you know, small waist, no ass. I'm like, "Oh no, and you're gone. You're done. You ain't got no cake. I can't. I'm sorry."
Yep, I still have it.
Because that's what I be checking out. See, look.
Hey, so subscribe.
That shit's hella funny. Yeah, it's still here. Femdom Queen Megan. Go check her out. But we'll have our OnlyFans episode because I totally forgot. That's definitely some shit I want to tap into. But
Oh yeah,
we'll
'cause I
save
told
that.
you.
Well, of course, that'll be a good day. That'll be a good day. Let's see what else you
That way
got.
less than them, because that's what you guys got to think of. You want to be able to dominate the female, and even in terms of the woman, even in terms of the female, females want to be dominated
That's
by a
right.
masculine guy.
Them
Why do you
doms.
think women like bigger guys, taller guys, or just bigger guys?
They're like some short kings.
Because they want to be dominated by a
saying.
masculine man. But when fat females come along, they can't get guys. They can't get guys they really want.
You're right.
Because even fat females, they want guys with fucking abs that have some
No, they
muscle on
don't.
them. They want those too. If you don't believe me, look at Lizzo. I think that's what. Yeah,
Wait,
Lizzo.
Lizzo
Something
got a
like
man.
that.
So wait, what if let's say a guy with abs comes up and approaches a fat woman? Then what though? Like
Wait,
what would,
Lizzo has a man though with abs.
right? Like I don't get his
She
logic
just posted
here.
him. I'm confused. She just posted him on their birthday treat.
You know,
Okay, I guess.
it could just be that he
whatever.
has taken too many red pills. Like it's very possible.
Yeah.
He's
OD'd.
probably just lost in the sauce at this point, and it's fine. Morpheus is not here to stop him, and that's why he's not Neo. You know, and the more you really think about it, the more it makes sense. This is what happens when Morpheus does not help, and it's so sad. You don't get the Matrix, you get Carlos.
She's overweight. She's fat. And on social media, she said that she wants that guy that's fit, trains,
Bruh, they can
has a
have
nice
standards.
body. These women want
The hell?
everything.
I'm sorry, I can't stop thinking about him being rejected from the Matrix. So
Bruh.
so he's just here ranting on YouTube now.
Salty. 'Cause
Yeah.
he-
Like, damn, he really fell off. That man did.
Bruh.
He's just off about red pills and shit now. Like, shit's crazy.
God.
But okay, I'm sorry. It just anyway.
These women want
We got
everything. I
this.
don't know where that post is, but I saw that on social media. Even fat females want guys that are fit. Why do you think
Okay,
fat females are
standards.
always with skinnier guys?
So if
First of all,
everybody
skinnier
want a guy
guys don't
that's
have
fit,
standards with women. They don't have standards with women. Those are the same low value guys I'm talking about. If you're a low value
so
guy,
we should be
that's
talking
not
about
working
guys
to
getting
become high
fit
value,
at the end of the day. Then if
obviously you're gonna settle
everybody
for a
wants
fat
that,
because she's the only option you
Then
got.
everybody.
But you're telling
Y'all
me
gotta
that you're
be
gonna choose a
fucking
fat female
with
over a
abs.
skinnier
But
female?
first of all, guys
Are
at
you
the
telling me you're
gym
gonna choose
are
that fat
assholes.
female over that skinnier female?
that's what I'm saying.
You're lying to
Guys at the
yourself.
gym
You're
are
lying to
assholes.
yourself. Because look at all your high value men. Look at them.
It's not that many.
Look at them.
Tony, it's not that many.
Look at all the high value men in the world. Your Jeff
Not that many.
Bezos. All your high value men in the
No.
world. Whoever the fuck you can think of, Gary
Didn't he
Vee, I
just
don't
do-
know.
Never
Any
mind.
fucking high value man.
You can only think of Jeff
Are they with
Bezos.
fat females?
For real.
Are they with females that are overweight?
They single.
Guys that got money, power.
No, I was gonna say Jeff Bezos
Guys that
divorced.
build
He got a
hypergamy.
divorce and lost
Are they
a
with
lot of
fat
money.
females? Or are they smart and they're like, oh shit,
He got a
when
divorce.
I
His
get in
wife was
bed,
smart.
who the fuck do I want to
Exactly.
be laying on the side of me?
She made
Is it a fat bitch
billions.
or a skinnier female that I can dominate in bed?
Whoever want to take me.
Because I don't want a fat female to dominate me in bed because that's what's gonna
Hey,
happen.
You know, I feel like
Toxic masculinity.
I really feel like something happened to him.
Yeah.
like he got like I think it was like he got a heavier girl and she was like, I don't want you, and now he just hating. It's okay. The hater rate is strong, but move on.
You know,
Exactly, bro.
he definitely had to have like had his run in with the bigger
Like
woman.
it shows. And she
And
was
he
like,
is
I don't
terrified.
want you.
He's terrified.
He probably didn't have the abs and stuff that she
Yeah.
wanted, apparently.
You know, like I could understand, like, you know, maybe he didn't have the width or like the power. I get it. Like, but you can't condemn everybody to your nightmares, man. Like it'll be okay. Like
You will move on. It's more women in out there.
there are so many more. Like I think we can all date
Really?
whoever we want, you know?
Yeah.
Like, do we not date fat men? Like, hello?
Exactly.
I mean, shit. Hey,
God damn.
hey, I scored a girl, so I scored.
There you go.
It
It
could
is what
happen.
it is.
Carlos, where's your girl? Like, come on now.
Bitches.
I have never seen a female on any of his videos so far.
Oh, that's so
Ooh.
sad. They don't want to go into his room, bro.
Nope.
Right.
You
Shit.
see that?
They'll be sitting on the floor, mattress on the floor in the
I'm
dark
telling
blue.
you. Now I think about that's probably a black light. Holy shit.
Oh,
Y'all gotta raise y'all standards. Y'all gotta
yeah.
raise your standards. And it's not
Carlos.
about
Probably
disrespecting
did.
because you can respect women that have positive characteristics. They're good people. You can do that. You can do that.
But they can't be
But
fat.
what you can't fucking do is respect them for being fat. You can't do that.
God, disrespect
Because
all
then what
fat
happens?
women.
You're pedestalizing them
Right.
for being fat. Now what happens? Women feel like it's okay to be fat. So there's never self-improvement.
Oh
So
my.
now these females have inflated egos, but they're fat because of you guys.
What about
You
the
made a
skinny
sense
females with
that accept
inflated
that shit.
egos?
Exactly.
And I'm not saying, oh
I'm
shit,
confused.
I want
That
these females to
too.
turn into
Like,
these
the
IG
hell?
models
That shit's
that
crazy.
stupid,
Like, what about the okay?
unrealistic, slim bodies
Wait,
with
what was that
the
girl's name from
fattest
the last video?
asses, the
Susan?
biggest boobs.
Something like that. Yeah, Susan.
Sure,
They
yeah.
can get together. They can get together.
True.
He wants someone submissive. She want to be submissive. There you go. Bam.
Why she say that? Why did she say that? I'm
Hey,
submissive.
no, because some
I have a
no,
good
because some
career.
people want that. No, some people want that. That is an okay thing. You want to be submissive, that's fine. You know,
know, but it
everybody has what they want.
Yeah, and I think she misunderstood what he meant by with submissive. Like, it's not just a sexual thing. Like, you just have to do
It's
what
like
you're
a
told.
life thing.
Don't
Right.
talk
Yeah.
back. Don't talk over. Don't
They
step
can. They're
in.
perfect together. They would be perfect together
Probably.
with her two kids.
Well, who knows? I mean, he might want to discipline them, and we know how she feels about that. So
No speaking.
we'll see. We'll see.
But she's submissive.
She's still young, you know.
Slimmest waist. I'm not telling you guys to get women like that or to make women change to that. No, that's unrealistic. What I am telling
Wait,
you guys
what?
is
They
this.
can't lose weight. Losing weight's unrealistic.
Raise your fucking standards because once you raise your standards,
Raise your
with women,
standards, Dylan.
women will fucking put in the work.
I'm the
They'll
fat
finally
one
be
here.
like, okay,
Hey,
I want a guy.
raise your
I don't want to die
standards.
alone because I'm obese and it's
Come
not
on, bro.
attractive.
You're
So
a
what do I
high
do now?
value
Let me go
man.
to the gym. Let me create
Yeah, I'm
some
going to the
good
gym.
habits.
I'm a high value man.
Let me start eating well. Let me start being nutritious about myself because even without men, I have to
This
fucking
man need to get a better
sustain my
room while he
life
talking
for a
about
longer
what
period
people
of time, and I
need.
can't do that when I'm fat.
And
I'm gonna
unzip
die
that
early.
jacket. He choking
So let
himself.
me
I'm
get
saying.
good eating habits. Let me
This
better
maybe
my
that's the
nutrition,
reason why
and
he
let me get
talking
in the
that shit.
gym.
He's choking.
That's what you do when you raise your dating standards. That's when you.
Probably
That's why
losing
women
blood and
raise
shit.
standards as a man
Right.
because
It's
these
okay.
women want those guys. They want guys that are lean, have some kind of
You're not
muscle,
lean
have
though.
maybe some abs in.
I'm not seeing no
They
type of
want these kind
muscle.
of guys. Female
This
nature is
dude,
always the same. They
what this
want
dude
those type of
needs?
guys.
Hey, Cassie.
Huh?
You want this
But
man?
they
You want
can't get
him?
them because
He's a
those
high
high value
value
men,
man. You want
they
him?
don't want them.
I don't want this
Because
man.
like I
He
told you
don't
guys,
want me. Most
as men,
definitely.
we want a female to
Value.
be submissive to us, feminine. And that's only women that are a little smaller than us in weight or height. We
He
want them to
just
be
Okay,
wants.
wait. I'm confused.
Stop inflating
What?
the ego.
I'm confused on something. So they gotta be skinny and short. First of all, what about all the short kids? We can't control our height. If we could, now a lot of us would be tall. I'm not gonna lie. The way
True.
society is, you gotta be tall. If we could, you would have. Everybody would have been tall.
Oh yeah.
And but then it's like, why does going to the gym make you high value? Because a lot of gym guys, a lot of gym bros, they
High
are so
value.
toxic.
I know.
They
Terrible
are
people.
so like not all of them, majority. And just like, why would I want to be with somebody like that? No one. This is probably what he was. He found somebody, and he tried to shoot his shot, and he got turned down.
Yeah.
And it probably was a heavier chick because heavier chicks go to the gym too. So he's talking about seeing someone skinny working out,
I'm telling you.
but who's also at the gym? Heavier women, because what's their goal? To lose weight.
He had to have
So he
dated a fat.
probably
He had to
Oh
have
yeah.
dated
he
a fat
passed
chick
it.
and like lost
She broke his heart.
something. I'm telling you, he had to have had his heart broken or something. This is a broken man here,
Man,
and you know,
choking on
like
his sweater
he really just
with no
needs
muscle.
help. He needs a shoulder to cry on, but no one's willing to give that to him,
So
and
he's
we
just
don't.
an
He
impressed
doesn't deserve it.
teenage
So
girl.
We're getting the consequences of that.
yeah, fuck this guy.
Okay.
Jesus
He
Christ.
really not getting nobody now because he posted this.
Egos of these fat females.
I mean, he'll get Susan.
Stop doing it because then they feel like it's okay to be fat. You're basically telling her, "Oh shit, it's okay to keep doing what you're doing, to be overweight, to go eat Mickey D's every day. It's okay to do that."
If you got Mickey D's money,
Because
you're
you're
Eating
perfect the way you
McDonald's? Who
are.
do you think these people are? Like,
No, it's not.
right.
No, it's not. That's like me talking to an alcoholic and being like, "Oh, what you're doing is fine, bro. You're perfect the way you are.
That's a
You're
completely
alcoholic.
different
You're
issue.
perfectly fine.
Exactly.
That is a
Everything else is a
completely.
condition. You ain't
That is
gotta
an
worry about
that's
that.
wild.
Keep doing you, bro.
At least get a good
I'm indirectly
analogy.
killing this man. I'm indirectly killing him instead of being like, bro, you need to get off that
You
shit.
don't know their
You need
diet
to go to
habits.
rehab.
You know,
But that's the thing though. There's some condition. There's health conditions.
no, he's
where
right.
You can't lose weight.
Nah. He's absolutely right. You know what? The next time I see a fat woman or man, I'm gonna walk up to him and be like, "Yo, you gotta cut that shit. Stop eating food. Just stop. None of it.
Right.
Cut that shit
Just
out.
don't even eat. Just don't even eat.
Yeah, just give
Drink
up,
some
man.
water. That's all you need. Just water.
Shit,
You
just
know,
drink water and
You'll be
let
cool,
it
you know.
sit. Like you're chilling, man. You're done. I'm
No,
looking
wait,
out for
remember,
you.
he said we don't want to convert them. Remember, he said we don't want to convert them. It's not possible to lose weight. It's not real.
Man,
You can't talk to them. It's not possible to lose weight. Remember, it's irrelevant. Unable.
that's so
Just
stupid.
just the skinny girls with no booty. Just them.
This
Just
guy is
them. Okay.
that alpha mentality.
Do some type of shit to stop your fucking
Let's go.
bad habits. So raise your fucking dating standards. Don't be like the second guy in that video. Because if you're like that, women are gonna feel okay with being how they are, obese, fat. And then
My
what
girl ain't
happens?
even obese.
They
I'm
can't
the
attract
obese
men they
one.
really want,
As I'm
and
finna
their
eat right
lifespan
now.
shortens because they're catching stupid diseases they could have prevented in the first place. But because of your bitch ass, himp ass, allowing them to carry on what they're doing and confirming them, they didn't do that. They didn't change their
Right, he
habits.
right,
They
he
didn't
right.
change their bad
I shouldn't
habits.
eat. You
So
know,
make
it's a
these
bad
women
habit.
change their bad habits. Instead of respecting her for being fat.
Also, keep in mind he's
be like, "Oh,
fucking
you should go to the
ratio
gym.
like a
I
mug.
can help you lose weight."
I was staring at that the whole time.
To like
That's what's hilarious.
get some kind of backlash from it. Who gives a fuck?
I want to
So
see the
encourage them to do
comments, to
better
be
things.
honest.
Oh yeah, we could take a look
Push
at
him
him.
to be in
We
the
can
gym.
let him rant.
Push him to get in the gym.
Let him
Push
tell
him to
you.
start eating better.
What?
Alright, don't forget to fuck on my shit. Comment,
No,
like,
he's done
subscribe,
actually.
do all
What the
that
fuck?
good
Shut
shit.
up, shut up. All right.
Honestly.
But yeah, I mean, this guy's a piece of shit. I loved this video. You know, the rest of his channel though is a little like his videos after this are very kind of different, not as offensive, kind of mid, but like I think he learned a decent lesson and to like try and change his approach. And he talks about other, like there was only one other video I remember watching. I was like, I guess this is okay. I don't know. I agree to what you're talking about here. This makes sense, but still a piece of shit, you know? I don't know any takeaways. I mean, like at the end of the day, you know,
You can be a decent man without
yeah,
insulting women. I don't fucking know.
you can be an average man,
Yeah.
and it's
You don't
okay.
achiever. Exactly.
But understand that if you want someone that is, as we would like to believe, the best of the best, then that's something that you have to earn. And that you have to prove to them, just like you have to like prove to an average person what makes you worth their time. You know? And for people of that status, that it gets more and more challenging the higher up you want, you desire, you know, and that's fair. Like you can't be a fucking peasant wanting the king thinking all you can do is walk up and ask him. No, you gotta prove that you've earned the king's time back then. Like, you know, like it's crazy.
Love yourself. That's the message.
Yeah, and you know, fat women, fat men, skinny women, skinny men, they're all bangable.
Honestly.
Exactly. What's stopping you?
Whatever is moving at this point, you know?
Yeah, like I don't get that shit, but like I think you don't know who you're attracted to until you are. So that's the most important thing.
Right.
So fuck Carlos.
We found out today he likes femdoms and tall women. And we all shock ourselves.
We know so much. We know so much now, and it's beautiful. We haven't cured ourselves of our dysfunction, but we're a little less lost in it now. You know what? I think that's something worth being proud of.
Progress.
Yep.
Let's go.
I'm Black Phil. Yeah.
I'm Cassie. And
I'm Dylan.
yeah, let's go. And this was Lost in Dysfunction. Thank you for listening.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
See ya.